Hi, I'm Jillian, and this is my video on generative art for Perf 202 Introduction to Performance Technology. So, what is generative art? Generative art refers to art that, in whole or in part, has been created with the use of an autonomous system. So, when I think generative art, I think art that was made with technology, with a computer, with a programming language, with an application, with a website. However, I do think that there is a very interesting conversation to be had about what outside of technology qualifies as generative art, but I am not going to be exploring that any further today. In my video, I'm going to be talking about some cool examples of generative art that I have found, and then I'm going to be talking about what I think the benefits of generative art are. So in my preparation for this video, I decided to look up generative art online to see what examples there are out there. In my research, I came across a really cool artist whose name is Dan Hubert. So he is who I'm going to be talking about for the next part of my video. I think he has some really cool art out there, and I really recommend you go look at it. I put his Instagram on the screen because I don't want to show somebody else's art in my video, but it is really cool stuff. Specifically, the one I want to talk about is audio synthesis bird songs. If you go look at his Instagram, I believe it's the most recent post. It might not be depending on when you're watching this, but it is a really cool collection that combines audio and visual in a generative art form. It is pictures of birds or videos of birds in which he collected the motion data from the videos and used that data to generate the sounds that go with it. So he really explored connecting different inputs and outputs to connect different types of art to make one form, I guess is how I would put it. So I think that that is a really cool example of generative art, and it's a really cool example of what generative art could be like in one form. So, whenever you get on the topic of anything artificial, anything technology driven, the question that's always asked is why? And I think that when it comes to generative art, the answer there is that it really explores the power of our technology and the hybrid of art and technology. Because in an ever growing world with new technology always coming out, there's new creative fields that are also always being developed in a way that we don't really think about. But generative art really explores how technology can be used for art. So now for my artistic application, I went online and I looked up different ways that BeatBite can be used, and I found some cool ways that other people have figured out how to use it, and I explored those, and now I'm going to show what I discovered. So that concludes my video. I hope you enjoyed that. This was definitely more of an exploration of the why generative art than really the how or the what, but I really enjoyed looking into it for this video. Thanks and gig 'em.